Oh, what's up, Jake? Trying to find good music? Good luck. Never-ending quest. No, I wasn't. Oh, no, I skip ahead on this song because the beginning of the song is terrible, but then it gets really good. So, what's up, Charo? How's it going? I was, very sad snooping on your game there. That sucked. You were playing really well. Very unfortunate. We have a tie in the rant? Oh, really? I thought it was... Oh, I was getting ready for a specific one. Oh, interesting. Okay. There's 2 minutes left, so maybe we'll run another poll in stream. Yeah. Just can't figure out what is so brutal right now. Yeah, I don't know. Goofy. Like, I played some with Churro, and we won one, lost one, when it was just you and me, right? I think. Because we won on Midtown. And we lost the game before that. When it was just you and me, we won one, lost one. And then when Valk joined, we lost all of them. There's a lot of liquids there. Found the Silver Fox player. He's been a regular in the Rose. Oh, really? Oh, nice. I think they were the one who responded. In fact, let me check. Maybe they responded on Reddit. Yeah, they responded on Reddit. Nice. Yo, what's up, Omen? How's it going? Our games? That's the end of the poll. That's the 24-hour poll. The results were tied, so we'll have to run another poll. Oh boy. On the bright side, I got a new hoodie and the fabric is dummy thick. Ooh, nice. Doing all right. Doing all right. Something clicked today and I've had some really good games. Let's go. Good stuff. There we go. Even good, nice 2 games with goose eggs and top frags. Let's go. Good stuff. I've been kind of clicking on quick match with Black Cat. I feel like I've been playing pretty well. Oh, that's nice. I don't know if I could take her into comp because either she's always banned or I'll be playing against good people, but it was fun. Yeah, get your stuff done first, Jake. This stuff comes later. So I guess I'll start the poll now. Yeah, I'll start the poll now. but we'll have it run for a while. Have it run for like 10 minutes as people are joining in. Excuse me. Excuse me. But she's actually broken. Probably the most broken hero out. Well, yes. But this is in comparison to how bad I've been playing with her specifically. So. I have gotten better with her over time, which is nice. So, thank you. What were the two topics? Supports versus dive. Takes at each rank. All right, 10-minute poll. Everybody get your votes in. It's going to be up there for a while. We're just going to chill until that's done. And then we're going to do... we're gonna do that. Once it's over, we'll do the rant topic, and then we'll do the channel update, and then from there we'll probably do some VODs. I think I was just about to say, I think Get Bend submitted a VOD. Oh, nice. Excuse me. I need to blow my nose. No cooldowns on her abilities. You have to manage it well. Just because there's no cooldowns doesn't mean you can't manage it, like mismanage your cooldowns and wind up dead. So I tried Black Cat in bot matches, but the cooldown management feels weird. Yeah, it's different. Broken doesn't always mean free value. Yeah, definitely not. It just means that your value can be extremely high. Maybe, but this is a character that I've put in a lot of time for, and like it's still not fully clicking. It's kind of crazy. A lot of knowing how much you got in the bank. Well, since we're just chilling anyway, here's a quick play game. I think I played this today. I was kind of zoned out. It wasn't like full tryhard. This is just a quick play game, but we can have this playing while we do our little starting soon stream waiting room. Why did I try to do that? See, this is the thing that I feel like it's really holding me back right now, is knowing the range, right? If I walked forward slightly here, this would have been a kill. And like just that much, literally like that much. Knowing the range is really difficult on this character. Oh! When she gets away, and then I die. People would still rather play Panther. Panther's easier, that's why. I would say. Pros playing her just to do the money steal and gamble. So unlucky after all. Yeah, I found you still have to aim with it. A lot less, but this is me just inting. This is not good. Inting and not managing my economy well. But yeah, as people are streaming into the channel, you know, make sure you vote on the poll We're trying to figure out what rant topic we're gonna do today, and it's tied between two of them. So make sure you ouch. One ability the whole time. So kind of you need to do that, but then you also, once you get each ability on their own, then you need to learn each combo, because there's like soft engage combos, hard engage combos, there's like kind of brawling combos, there's I have no money combos, there's time to get out combos. Like the combinations of how you can use these different abilities is just through the roof. So you have to learn all the abilities first and then learn which ones to use where. Kind of crazy. I'd rather not go for combos and just freestyle. That's kind of where I'm at. I am freestyling, but at least I know the basic ideas of them. I think I actually had a decent ult. I don't know if it's this one, but I think I had a decent ult this game. Also, I found out, I think it's DPS Deadpool. Yeah, DPS Deadpool is really annoying to go against this black cat. Really annoying. Goodness. The hero's like, you gotta go for it. It's quick play. So I didn't die. Because of his hops? No, because of his splash damage. He's just always able to hit you where other characters like can't. And that, you know, he throws the thing and there's just a giant area of damage in any general direction. Yeah, support build does it as well. Good lord, accuracy so bad. Oh, I wanted to find the game because I had a really good ult that I was proud of. I wanted to find the game to show Libra when I actually had a really good ult. See, the range is, I'm just bad. Just get better. True. Don't get hit. Get good. Yield Dark Souls advice. I want to try to find that game now. What map was it on? Really good ult. Was it this one or was it this one? Oh, it was on my other account. Maybe? No. No, I don't. I mean, I have 4K here. Maybe it was this one? Sometimes I feel like you overcommit with your dashes. Absolutely. Guilty as charged. 100%. I think it was this one. I think it was this one. Let's see.
A nice deep freeze.
All right, how's the vote going? What are people voting for? Oh wow, really? Oh, that's unfortunate that that missed. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. This one? Oh, it was this one. I remember now.
That's 3. Always bet on black.
And then she gets rest. And then I kill her again. Oh. You're not going to believe this one. I live here. This was just pure dumb luck. This wasn't me being good at all. That's so funny. Oh, that's hilarious. Everybody should have hit me. But I was happy because I was like, man, I had a good ult. I didn't just die completely, even though I should have. Completely lost the Elsa.
Good fortune. Gotcha.
Also, remember when we were complaining about Elsa's movement being broken?
That's 3. Always bet on black.
So funny.
Wow, 4 in a row.
I int like crazy.
You won't be needing that.
They look the wrong way. There's no way Punisher should miss me there.
Chin up. Yoink. Give me that luck.
Oh.
So stealthy. A nice deep freeze.
So disrespectful. And then I just died. Oh man. So funny.
I always land on my feet. I always land on my feet.
All right, it looks like we're doing common mistakes per rank. How are we gonna go about that? Maybe
He stopped them in their tracks.
the best way to go about showing that?
I like the cold.
Should I be playing a quick play while I'm talking? Should we just be in the practice range? Should we have the YouTube channel up and just search through and see?
Give me that luck. You are not, so you got punched.
This is real firepower!
Double KO.
Supernova!
Give me that luck.
Credit VODs or channel VODs for each one? Maybe.
Won't be needing that. That's one
Bro,
less.
how did he miss? How did he miss so much? There's no way I should live here. Oh, and he just got rezzed. Oh, oh. Yeah, that's not fair. Yikes. It will balloon the runtime? Absolutely.
So stealthy. He stopped them in
Yeah,
their
that's the thing that because you have to, if we have VODs for each one, then I have to find a VOD for each one, and then I have to load it up for every single one. And, that's gonna be kind of difficult. I mean, we could try. I'm down to try. Let's just look at the Discord VODs. Let's see. From this season. When did this season start? I can't remember. Yeah, this is silver placements. Weeks ago. I don't have a bronze VOD from 2 weeks ago. I literally don't have something like that. I sent you 2 links with bronze. Ooh, but I didn't do them. Gotcha. Okay. Let me look. Diamond, silver, silver, bronze. Yeah, so I guess we'll just have to do this. We're gonna have to find a bronze, silver, gold, plat, diamond, GM, and celestial VOD. Load all of them up, have them ready to go, and then find exactly what I want to talk about in each section, and then I can jump through. Oh boy. That's true. That's true. Well, I do wanna say something specific for bronze versus silver, because it's slightly different. All right, so now I now have a bronze one. Let's load it up. We'll load it up. We'll watch a fight, and then we'll pick a spot. Okay, it looks like red team kind of crushes.
There you are.
Sniper.
This is a pure bronze VOD. This is bronze 1. But this is a tank main. Let's see. Ay. Excuse me. Hey, what's up, Denny? How's it going? What's up, Pika? We're preparing for it. Oh, yeah. This is a good example. This is actually a great example. This will work. All right. So, first one. Let me get out my notepad. Normally we can just launch into these, but this is going to be a different one. And then here's the code. Bronze code. First fight. Change. Silver. Great. Now we need a silver code. Perfect. All right. Let's go. So I know what I want to talk about for bronze. I have an idea of what I want to talk about for gold. Or for silver. So let's go. And I wanted to do I wanted to do a different silver one because the White Fox silver one wasn't great. That one will probably work for gold. And that was diamond, silver, work. Yeah, I don't see one. All right, let me find another silver one. I'd offer one of my silvers, but me being there probably skews things. Yeah. Oh, so maybe we can look at that other VOD, that silver one, the White Fox one that we did, I think yesterday. I think that was a Reddit one again. What's up, Boo? How's it going? And then we'll just look for a different person because they actually didn't have this problem. Replay ID. Oh, sorry for the goofiness of the start of this stream. I had a loose idea of what it was going to be, but I don't really have time to like plan. No, not yet. We're prepping the rant right now. Let's see what happens during this fight. Mistakes by rank? Yes, we're doing mistakes by rank because there is a tie. So I think this one will actually work at the very beginning. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. 2:20. All right. Gold. There we go. I'm trying to think of what the mistakes are in each rank I can think of. GM is probably a synergy thing from what I've seen. Where can communicating too many ults in winning losing fights be? Calming too many ults. Yeah, like bad call outs. That'd be like GM. Oh, committing. Oh, committing. I mean, that could be anywhere. That could be anywhere. That's more specific. I'm going to try to do this more of like macro. You guys know me. I'm going to try to do macro, general, like broad advice for each one. So for bronze, it's going to be like, know your abilities. For silver, it's going to be like, use cover and understand how the map works. For gold, it's going to be like, okay, now we got to start paying attention to the push and pull of the game, like the flow of the game. Stuff like that. Speaking of which, let's go find the gold game. Oh. Try to give specific examples, and then we can throw in other things. So I was gonna say that for plat, but we could say that for, yeah, we'll switch those. I think you're actually right there, Boo. We'll say for gold, it's like understanding how staggers work and what's going on. And then for plat, we'll do understanding the flow of the game, the push and pull, right? Alright, so green team loses somebody, but they keep fighting anyway. Now they're going to lose a second person. By the time they lose a second person, the next person... Oh, maybe? Oh, there was a good game. There was a really good game that exemplified that. We did a VOD review that like really exemplified this, if I remember correctly. Unless that wasn't Am I the Problem or Get the Rank. Where they just like kept fighting these lost fights. Oh, was it this one? Maybe it was the Diamond Loki. I think that was the VOD review, or that was, yes, this. Yeah. This is the one. This is the one. This is the one. So this one we can just jump to here. Yeah. But this was diamond. This just exemplifies it really well. So I'm going to keep it in the gold range. I'm going to keep it in the gold range. Because that's generally where it happens. Okay. Plat. Alright, let's go find a plat game. Will we use console tax? Probably not. We probably won't mention anything like that. I don't think it's as useful in this specific situation. But that one I think was also PC. Alright. What is the plat common mistakes? Plat, we wanted to get into like push and pull of the game, yeah? Here is a plat game. We can see if we don't understand the push and pull. Dive through a game here. To keep it consistent, maybe just look for PC games. Yeah, we could do that.
I cannot let you do any more damage to the web of life and destiny.
Okay, there's probably not going to be any ults here. Oh, there are ults. Let's see how green team reacts and how red team reacts. All right, so let's go to the beginning of the fight. Oh. It's still going. Here we go. This will probably work. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is actually a good example. I like this a lot. So we can see here, right? We can see here flow of the game, right? We talk about this a lot with like advantage states. Who has advantage here? So if we just stop it right here, green team has a really solid advantage, right? They have all of the stage control, all of the map control. And as red team repositions, and now all of a sudden, red team has a little bit of an advantage, right? Green team is separated. Red team has high ground, and they're together for the most part. And because of that, now red team is falling back in an awkward spot of the map. And they get squished out. And then Gambit runs away from this person just to run into these three people and gets killed. And now they have a huge advantage, right? And to really set it home that plat players don't understand this, now red team is going to pop a bunch of ults, right? They have a huge advantage, and then we throw a support ult and a Bucky ult, when instead we could have regrouped, taken up this fight being 5v6, right? Red team, or green team responds, tries to hold on to point, and I think they outlast it long enough to start getting these ults out. Because now the cloak ult's over. Now Gambit has to ult. Any ults. Now green team has a support ult on point. That's going to last forever. And green team should win this. Even though red team had an advantage, but they blew it early because they don't know advantage versus disadvantage states. I think? Let's see. And green team cleans up. Oh, unless this happens. Green team cleans up. The red team loses the fight they should have won? Yes, because they spent their resources early when they had a huge advantage instead of spending it when they had a disadvantage in order to turn it into advantage. So, I think that's a great example. And then we'll start that at 425? 425. All right, so I think this is the right one. Or diamond. I think that's why my games on support felt easier yesterday, because my team gets confused when I push advantage. Yeah. Makes sense. It's hard for how am I trying to word this? When I'm playing support, I can let them set the pace, even if it's the wrong pace. Yeah, it's tough. Because, like, knowing what to do and then having all 6 people do it is very different. All right, let's look up diamond. What mistake do we want to say in diamond? Diamond's going to be interesting. I feel like diamond is where it all just comes together, right? Like, diamond is like polish, you know? Let's see. What is keeping diamond players out of GM? I would say it's polish. Yeah. But let's watch. Honestly, is it gonna go adapting? Maybe prediction, consistency. Oh yeah, those are all really good. Consistency, prioritization. So consistency goes with like the polish that I was talking about. That's for sure. When I get into plat, I int towards the DPS and supports. Then we have no issue. Yeah, so this one's just gonna be polished. I don't think I can show an example of that. Like maybe this Emma will do it where she's starting off great and then they because this is already bad. I don't want to show this. This is already really bad. I think our protagonist was saying Devil Dino here. But we'll try to watch the protagonist. I think if I remember correctly, they did all right. Yeah. Low versus high GM. Yeah, I'm down. I'm super down. Low GM is diamond in a nutshell anyway. So the way I was going to break it down is when I move from section to section, bronze is just going to be bronze, silver is going to be silver, gold and plat is where it's going to start blurring, and then I'll like basically say that. This is where it starts blurring the line. So we go from gold all the way up to like mid plat, and then when we talk diamond mistakes, it's going to be from like high plat to like mid diamond. Low GM is going to be high diamond to like low GM, and then high GM is going to be mid GM to high GM, and then Celestial is going to be its own thing. That's how I was going to kind of describe it. What was the title of this video? Oh, yeah, consistency and like cutting out mistakes here. So like this is a really good example of like they played really well and they know it's time to push the advantage, but like the polish and being consistent is knowing where that advantage like ends, right? So we make a little micro mistake here of dropping in the first place. Now we have to use our shift to get back up. We want to chase the Emma down. We get the kill, but then we drop and lose all of our advantage states and like end up in a really bad position. That's just like consistency like all throughout. I think we can do that. Yeah. Oh shoot, I didn't write the character. Beginning first fight, Dino attack. For offering codes? Yeah, I'm down. All right. So what's after diamond? Low GM. We could do one of my codes in low GM even. Where I'm in like GM3. These work just fine. Am I still in GM3? I haven't played. I played those 2 games on... No, I'm on GM2. I'm in GM2. I played those 2 games on stream yesterday, and then I haven't played. I played a little bit with Churro on, on the ult. We're setting up the thing. We're setting up the... All right, so Low GM. What's a mistake in low GM? Let's see. Let's just start watching. First of all, where am I? I think this is probably me. That's so bad. Ego's probably... Oh, I'm gonna write this at the top and just write like things that happen in all elos. All elos. Big one, ego. Ego. Is like the big one. So I want to say low GM is like not adapting to what's going on. Right? Oh, staying on cart. That's a good one. Go. Staying on. That's a really good one. Pushing too far, right? No portal. Yeah. Not portaling. Bad portals. Yes. Bad timings. I think that starts to go away at certain ranks. So that's not all elos. But that is low GM for sure. Bad comms. Put bad comms, because that happens in all elos. Alright, this might be a good example of, like, adapting, and then the enemy team not adapting. Because we end up winning this game. We get, like, absolutely demolished this game. And then my team adapts, and their team doesn't. And then I want to have on stream, I want to have all of the ranks that we're talking about on stream. Because that would be nice to just have. Here we go. And better stop that vehicle. We can just plop these down here while we're talking about it. How does that sound? And then when I want to change it, I can just browse the silver. Will that work? Perfect. Yay. I'm doing my part. You're like a real YouTuber now? Oh boy. Hey guys, welcome back. Today on the channel we're gonna Oh, I hated that. It's okay, I did too. That scared me. All right. So now whenever you guys are making me suffer, I can whip out that voice. It's so not me though. All right, so we get blown out. What's the adjustment? How do I show this? Because this is gonna take like a lot of jumping around in the VOD. Or why you died or lost point. Yeah, I need temple run. Yeah, we could try that. Let's try this. Because I think I did something decent. I played this game on stream, and I think I adjusted. Let's see. I assume this is me. Yeah, this is definitely me.
We need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
So that, Ben, that's what I want to talk about for like higher. Well, no. I don't know how to show this. I don't know how to show. Like, I need a game where I can remember that I actually adapted for something very specific. But these games happened a while ago. Yeah, win conditions is what I was going to talk about for like high GM. So, like win conditions, making a plan, figuring it out, like all that good stuff.
Let's move. Hostile ahead.
Like we. Random question, do you know the timing for Hella right click when Hulk is transforming into Banner? No. I do not. But you can go into the practice range and you can get a Hulk bot, change it to regular Hulk, get him down, and then practice that. Just like the bot that's right in front of the spawn. That one.
Look behind you.
Oh, maybe this is a good example. Hang on. I remember their Spidey was demolishing our backline, so I tried to play back a little bit. Maybe. No, this is where I figured the Ultron. I needed to make space.
I suck.
And then we make space. Okay, let's watch that fight again and see if my adjustment actually worked. So I'm starting off just like fighting on the side, doing what I do. I thought I heard something, and I was right, actually. Hang on. I heard him. I knew it. I just didn't know where he was. I knew that he was here.
Hostile ahead.
See. All right, does this illustrate it well?
That vehicle.
I am dealing with the tanks, working stuff like here. We get pressured out, and I realize, oh, the flyers are a problem here. So now I'm gonna wait. Of all the things we talked about, get a little bit of damage. And then I finally get an opportunity, and I start pushing the flyers back. Like, all right. And then the second I do that, we get a pick, and things start going better. Because now the Iron Man is pushing on me instead, and that's freeze up. Is that a good enough example? It's a really small example. Does that like illustrate the point? And then I can give like audio example. I can just talk through examples. I think it's nice. Okay. This will be the first one. I put big inning instead of beginning. Nice. High GM. High GM, this is like win conditions. Finding out the win conditions. What is messing our team up? So, Jake, if you have one where you found like who was the problem and then jumped on them, or if anybody else in High GM has a game like that, I think there might have been another. What was the last one? We had an Iron Man one. We can look through that game. It was GM 2. There'll probably be an example of that. Linux directional audio? Really? Dude, I need to get on Linux. I need a freaking USB. I've spent so much like little dollars on USBs over the years and they just evaporate. Ridiculous. Attacking. Red team is attacking. Looks like they're not doing great.
Underneath my caustics.
Leave one in the bottom of your PC case? Oh, like open it up? That's probably a good idea. This is... Oh, this was John Torch. On Iron Man. Yeah. Full IT mode, have your key ring. Yeah, not me. Super deep. Oh, sorry. Alchemaxing. So goofy. Jake, have you found one? The rank 40 Iron Man player. All right, let's snoop. Oh, this is a long game. All right. Also write this down. Are you in high GM? What are you playing here? You're on red team, and you guys just cruise through. Then you kind of get hopped over here. Oh. Do we identify the correct problem? I was just thinking in general. Oh, gotcha. Appreciate it, Omen. I was just gonna stop at Celestial. It's like, Eternity players are not gonna be watching this anyway. That would be my guess. I think Phoenix was their win condition. Does seem like it. She's got all the kills. And then did you shut them down over here? Yo, what's up, Okami? We were just talking about you. How's it going? Do you get your computer fixed and everything? Just went for their backline Phoenix? Okay.
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner.
Let's skip to here. His ears were burning. Yeah, no kidding. So we're getting ready to do our
By the eye of Agamotto!
I am ready to put on a show.
we're getting ready to do our rant for today. And our rant for today is gonna be common mistakes at different elos. We're gonna go from bronze all the way up to celestial. And so right now we're trying to find examples of each mistake before we get started. Right now we're looking for identifying win conditions and like shutting people down because we're talking about mistakes in high GM. I'm trying to find an example of it, but really like the common mistakes is not doing this where it's like, oh, I need to, like, this person on the enemy team is a problem and I need to shut them down. Or this person on the enemy team is bad, so I need to bully them. And, like, not finding out that. So we're looking for a replay for that. Then we can go do Celestial. And then from there, we can actually get started with the rant. But, my goodness. Am I having a hard time doing this? Is my mic muted? I said hello. Hi, Okami. What? I was just telling you everything. What? Multitasking? Oh, nice. Did you get your computer back? I don't want to find a game where I just bully somebody. I have some hot takes that Fox agreed with. I wonder if you agree. Hit me with them. Let me know. Let's hear it. Invis, worst support in the game. That is a hot take. All right. Now, obviously, you're talking one above all team comp. In a one above all team comp oriented situation, maybe. 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 Anything below that? Yeah. Anything below that, I would have to hard disagree. Even Cloak lives more than Invis. Cloak is better against Dino. The ult lasts longer, more useful. Better front to back. Luna is amazing right now. Luna's terrifying. Ultron's ult is really good. He has decent survivability against dive in the right situation. Loki's obviously amazing. Gambit's ult's broken. What about support pool? This is more of a genuine question. I don't think support pool is that good. I'd put support pool down there. Oh, hello, Onion. Would you like to go outside? You guys have seen Onion. This is Onion. She's usually under the table asking to go outside, so you guys don't get this. Hey, Onion. I'll be right back. Let's go outside. In mid elos, I think she's one of the most potent and reliable primary fighters for keeping a bad team up. Yeah. I did have a match in early season GM3 where I was the win condition. That's fine. Send it, Jake. So I got targeted by 2 or more dive at the same time. Nice. I probably have a game like that where I started off well on Hulk and then they shut me down. Maybe that's one of these losses. Oh, that was my Discord. Sorry, everybody. That was my Discord notification. So if you heard that, that was me. Jump to here so we can see who. This is the one you're talking about, Jake? Are you saying you were doing really well and so they had to adjust for you? And then they adjusted for you and you lost?
Tandy needs help.
Yeah, okay. Nice freeze. Gotcha.
I was worried.
They're on your tail.
Wow. Good stuff. Okay, so then they adjust here. Let's see the adjustment they make. Oh. Uh-oh. I don't think they adjusted. You just threw your snowball. Oh, maybe. Hang on. Yeah, you're playing by yourself now. Oh, but are they going to attack at the same time? Ah, they attacked at the same time. You can only freeze one of them. All right, this is a great example. Thank you, Jake. Perfect. All right. And so this is... Thank you, Jake. All right, I want to go back real quick and open these. Make sure these are correct, and then write down exactly what I wanted to say. Not exactly, but the idea. This was staggering. Was staggering. That's what this one was. Staggering. Right, and then the plat one. 425. Oh, this is advantage states. There we go. Okay, now we need Celestial. We need some Celestial gameplay. Common mistakes in Celestial, not working with your team. So, like, bad communication. And then, like, playmaking. Playmaking is the thing. So, like, teamwork and playmaking. That would be the mistake for Celestial that I would... Yeah. Now, an example of that... I think we did a celestial. Eh? Might have been last season. This diamond, silver, GM. Yeah, it was last season. All right, let's go to the Reddit VODs and find a celestial game. GM1. 2, gold, quick play, GM3, flat, diamond, silver. Come on, there's got to be a celestial game I can find. Oh, I can just go to Rivals Meta. That's probably a good idea. Oh, we can do that Black Cat game we did. But I think support pool is good. I just think nobody can play him, even at the pro level. He's very difficult to play properly. Like, playing against a really good support pool is annoying. Or just Deadpool in general. Like, ugh. Just, ugh. What's a character that benefits greatly from teamwork? Maybe like Rogue? Like, she can't do too much on her own. Maybe find a Celestial Rogue. Oh? Bucky? Groot for combo? Yeah, Jeff's good. Jeff's annoying as... Don't get me started, chat. Please. I'm actually just upset at the word Jeff. Oh, I hate that character. Oh. Rivals meta just like dropped. Is it my tab or something? What just happened? Why is the shark good? Very mobile, can heal a lot, do a lot of damage, has utility, can shut down a lot of ults. Just annoying in general. That's my gut instinct, but that's also like, you know, GM Celestial. So I'm curious why Jeff good in team play went above all. All right. Let's look at Groot. Leaderboard. Let's just find a Celestial Groot. Certainly it can't go hard. It can't be too difficult to find a combo ult. Skip to like here.
You captured more than half of the mission. There you go. Keep going.
We'll just fast forward until we see a big Groot ult. That was terrible. Okay. Apparently it will be hard to find that. Nah. Bro, they're getting nothing. They're getting shut down.
I'm hurt.
And then they switch off Groot.
Disappear.
It's not working. It's not working. Yo, what's up, Random? How's it going? We're trying to prepare stuff. Not working super great. Maybe even a Star-Lord game. If we can find a Star-Lord game where they work together to where they can they work together to get an ult out or something. This is just Moon Knight. Oh, it's an arcade. Well, that explains it. Let's try this one. This is a one above all one. Oh, nice. How'd the exams go? I have group Moon Knight VODs, but they're not in Celestial. It'd work as an example. That'll probably work just fine. See. If this one doesn't work, we'll just end up doing that because we need to do this. Running out of time. I'm really not sure. Teamwork, playmaking, and then pushing advantage. Got one? All right, send it, Jake. Tired. We're just gonna do it. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate you. Oh, nice.
They hit a checkpoint. Now my... Here's your time to stop them. I am ready to put on a show.
Amazing. All right, let's watch this from the whole fight.
There's still a chance to stop them. Mayday! Disappear! I am ready to put on a show.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. All right, let's get it done. Okay, who's ready? Here we go. This is mostly silver. That's hilarious. That's fine. All right. Oh, I should do that. We should start here, maybe? A bit smaller? Okay, yeah. Should I start with an introduction on me? Start like here. Overview. Competitive. Alright. That'll work. Alright, let's pick a song and let's get started. Yeah, that'll work. Hello, everybody. Today, we're going to be talking about common mistakes made at each step of the ranked ladder. We're going to start at bronze and go all the way up to celestial and talk about common mistakes. So, if a little bit of info about me, I'm Covenant 307. These are my stats. My peak is celestial 1. I've been coaching for a couple months now. I've done over almost 300 VOD reviews now. I do guess the rank. I do Am I the Problem? I've coached everybody from bronze all the way up to one above all. And yeah, so we're going to start with bronze. And I have some VODs picked out to really illustrate the situations. Now, this is a low silver game with 1 bronze in it, but it really illustrates exactly the point that I'm trying to make, which is in bronze, the first mistake is not knowing your abilities and exactly what they do. So we're going to watch this Strange, and we're going to see that if he knew how his abilities worked, he wouldn't choose them in the wrong situation, and he would actually live this scenario, right? So he's playing decent. We're just getting some little spam damage. We're playing in a good spot. We back up against Emma, right? And then here we're going to start making a little bit of a mistake of not understanding it. We're going to pull up our shield here, and then we're going to jump. And this jump is definitely going to get him killed. If he understands, like, exactly what your abilities do and, like, when to use them, he would have just backed up and then used jump later. Because this actually just cuts him off from his team, and it's not really what you want to do. So this goes for pretty much every character. Know exactly what your abilities do. If you're still new at this game, bronze, silver, gold, I'd recommend picking a character you enjoy and then just going one at a time through each one of these, and you play like 2 or 3 quick play games while you only pay attention to that ability. Now, like, use the other abilities, obviously, but pick one ability and stick with it and ask yourself, how do I get the most value out of this ability, right? And experiment with it, right? So, like, play in different scenarios, swap it out. Like, if you're healing on Cloak, for example, if I use my bubble on a character to try to heal them, but then they run away, okay, that was not a good time to use my bubble because of this, so I didn't get much value. And then you work on each ability individually as you work your way up. Don't forget to include your ultimates in this. Don't forget to include your primary and secondary fires. A lot of people just think like, oh, you know, automatically this is what it is. But with a character like White Fox, your primary fire, you can lose a lot of value on if you use it the way you would use Cloak primary fire, right? So you're bouncing it off the ground, you lose a lot of value. So keep that in mind. That's the tip for bronze. Let's move on to silver. So for silver, the mistake that I see very commonly that I want to talk about is actually just simple positioning problems and using cover. So for here, we've picked this out. This is a true silver game. And it's right here at the beginning. We're going to watch what happens here. As green team is in bad positions, okay? So right here, we're a little bit too far out, and that's going to force our supports to move up. And since our supports move up, they're no longer going to be in good positions where they have cover. And you're going to watch exactly what happens. We push up, and then we stand right in the open instead of by cover, right? Because if we stand by cover, if we're taking damage, we stop taking damage, right? If we stand by this cover, we're taking damage, we move to the side, we're not taking damage anymore, right? But instead, We're out in the open. We're not realizing what's going on. And then we even scoot farther out into the open. Moon Knight throws his onk. Everybody's grouped up. And now we're down 2. And almost 3, right? So, of course, green team's going to lose this point now. Because here they go. There it is. That's all it takes. So this is really... This mistake actually goes so far if you correct it. If you learn to start standing by cover in a proper position where you can see your team still, that just helps so much. Like, you're going to take less damage. You're going to be way more effective when you're healing. This goes for tanks, for DPS, and for supports. It also changes on the map and your team comp and things like that. So let's take a quick example. If we back up to here and we look, right? So this is good positioning, right? They're decently... This is a little bad. I would prefer here so you can get to cover quickly. But let's just say White Fox was standing over here. You say, hey, this is good, right? I'm under cover, right? They can't shoot me here. Well, yes, that's true, but you also can't react to the enemy team. So being able to see everybody in your field of view that includes your team and the enemy team, that's going to be good position where you also have cover and you can retreat. The other bad part about right here is not only can I not see my Strange, and if anybody pushes up or let's say gets hooked by a Bucky or grabbed by Emma, in order to heal them, I have to walk forward and turn the corner or use an ability, which is not what you want. And the last thing is, if I'm standing here, there's a flank route, right? The enemy team can literally just walk through this way and attack my backside for free. Whereas over here, if they walk that way, I still have cover. I can walk this way. I can walk this way. I can move around, right? If I'm over here and they walk that way, I can walk around this way. And now I still have access to my team. So take all those things into consideration. Watch where you're positioning yourself. Use cover really well. And that's going to help you get out of silver. So next for gold, I actually have a plat game that illustrates this point really well. But we're going to look at why staggers happen and how to prevent them. This happens throughout almost all the ranks, but it really starts holding people back in gold. Let's bring up that. So here, we're going to watch as red team actually makes a positioning error to start with. So our raccoon is off to the side, right? So if where he's looking, he doesn't have cover, he can be attacked from the flank. And if his team gets pushed back this way, he can't heal them. Or if they get pushed forward, he can't heal them. So over here, we're already starting with bad positioning was a gold mistake. And then later, you're going to see they get a pick. Green team is going to get a pick here. And what's going to happen is this is just going to spiral out of control because of why staggers happen, right? So now Magneto's dead. And a lot of people think that staggers happen because somebody's not really paying attention and they just like walk in, right? They walk in 1v6, which is true, that can cause staggers, but that's not normally what happens. Normally what happens is one team will have a disadvantage. They'll be down one person, they'll be down 2 people, or the enemy team will have like a support hold or something, and they will try to win the fight anyway, even though this fight is like completely lost. So right here, Magneto's dead. I think he's probably going to get rezzed. By the time he gets rezzed, now we're down to support. And for the rest of the entire defense, the whole round, red team is going to continue to try to fight a lost fight instead of getting out and cutting their losses, right? So we hold on. We're still healing. We're still holding on. We're using as many abilities as possible. So what did this do? Not only did everybody die anyway, and we lost the point, but instead of either... usually the call that people call out on comms is die or get out, right? So if you die immediately, then you respawn with your team, or if you get out, you regroup with your team. Scarlet Witch tried to stay alive, and now her team is starting to respawn, right? The people who died first are respawn. Rocket can get out. These people are close, but now she's 10 seconds behind everybody else, right? And so that is going to bleed into the next fight, where we're going to watch as they start another fight down 1. And it just keeps happening. So here, Black Cat already goes in, wastes a bubble. Black Cat's gonna make a mistake. They're gonna get picked early. Let's jump ahead to that. And the same thing is gonna happen, right? Black Cat makes a mistake. Dies. Now we're gonna fight 5v6. We have bad positioning. We're trying to fight right outside of the spawn, and it's just gonna happen again, right? Now we should cut our losses here. If you're red team, you use your abilities to either die or get out, right? I'm going to get out. I'm going to pull back all the way over to here. By the time I get back to here, the Black Cat should be back and we can fight again as 6. But instead, we're going to stay out in the open. We're going to try to fight the fight that's lost because it's 5v6. We're eventually going to slow down. Now Magneto's dead. Black Cat just respawned. Magneto's going to get rezzed. By the time Magneto gets rezzed, I believe Strange or Wanda's going to die. Down goes Strange. Magneto's back. Black Cat's almost back. By the time Black Cat gets back, we're going to be down another person. There goes Magneto. Black Cat's now back. And again, instead of just saying, this fight is over, right? Die, get out. Go to the next spot. What you want to do in this situation, Black Cat switch to Hela. Just stand here. Stand here. Let your team die and stand here. Don't get any damage. If you start doing damage, they're going to come chase you down. Just chill here, right? Fully regroup. So again, like, we can watch this whole point because they just make the same mistake over and over. Cut your losses. Let that fight go. Don't sacrifice your next fight to try to win an unwinnable fight. So next up, we have Plat. For Plat, the mistake that I commonly see here is not understanding advantage states. This kind of goes hand in hand with the first one, with it, which is staggering. But here I want to add more to it. We're going to add a little bit more complexity. So we just talked about, for the gold mistake and staggering, we only talked about being up like one person, right? But that's not the only thing going on, right? So right here, if we look at who has advantage, green team has a very solid advantage, right? They have good control of the point. They have good control of the choke. They have Penny set up. Everything's fine. Red team doesn't really have much advantage. As we watch this fight, though, that's going to change. Red team is now choosing an alternative route, and they're going to close the distance, okay? Green team doesn't notice, right? Now they close the distance. They have no idea what's going on. Gambit's going to panic, and he's going to try to run, but he doesn't really realize that he's running away from safety with his team straight towards the enemy team, okay? He's going to back out, and he gets killed, right? So in the last example we had, we realized, like, oh, green team is down. Just die or get out, right? And you don't necessarily have to do this if one person dies, but that's the most common example. So the mistake here is actually going to be on red team. Red team doesn't realize that they have a huge advantage. A huge advantage. Gambit's dead, and they now have a positional advantage. So what red team is about to do is they're going to not realize they have an advantage, and they're going to waste a support ult and a DPS ult. Green team is going to properly realize they're at a disadvantage, and they're going to pull back. They're going to say, they're using support ults. We're down to support. Just back up, wait it out. And so that's exactly what happens. Dino is a great ult for waiting things out. He's going to keep himself alive. He's going to stay on point. You're going to see in a second. Now the cloak ult is over. Now green team is going to attack. Cloak ult's over. We can attack. We can force out the enemy cloak ult here. Maybe even get a pick. Now here comes the Gambit ult. And guess what? Gambit's almost back. We've almost secured this whole point. Now Penny's ulting. Now our cloak ult comes. So green team took a disadvantaged state, waited it out, and then re-attacked. And if red team had realized they had a huge advantage and didn't waste this cloak ult, now they could match the cloak ult here and counteract these two ults. But since they didn't realize they had that advantage, they're actually going to lose this fight. Yes, Penny has a useless ult. Actually useless. So, now we're going to see red team wastes all their advantage, once again, Thing doesn't realize that their advantage is now gone. They have no support ults, and they lost positional advantage. Waste an ult anyway on a lost fight. Same thing with Scarlet Witch. Now we're not going to have it for the next fight. It's not going to win this. Green team cleans up. That's that, right? Cloak. Gambit tries to get out. Maybe he'll make it, but either way, green team does a great job of recognizing we're at a disadvantage, back out, let it go, wait until we have advantage again. So that's a common mistake for Plat. Let's move on to Diamond. Diamond, the mistake we have picked out is... Write it down. Is consistency. So this is where it gets a little more amorphous, right? Consistency, you really want to start polishing everything and cutting out mistakes. So we're going to watch our Dino on attack. Dino's playing really well, okay? They see the advantage states. They're pushing forward. They're making good plays. We're going to see them get a couple kidnaps right here. Kill the Dino. Now we're going to push. We're going to press our advantage. We have a huge advantage. Now our advantage is less because we're paying attention up here. We're down a DPS, and their Dino got rezzed. So we're not going to push too far. But we're going to keep some pressure. Look for some more good plays. Here we have a micro mistake of walking backwards, but we still get the kill, right? Huge advantage. We lose a support, so we back up. Playing really well. Now we kill a DPS. Here, another small mistake that we can iron out is not wasting time, right? We're also going to jump down here in a second instead of pressing our advantage when we need to. So because we make this little mistake, this polish, now we have to waste an ability to get back up to where we should have been anyway. And now we're going to chase down the Emma, right? We get the kill on the Emma. Great. Stop here, right? Polish up your abilities. Realize you don't have your movement ability anymore. You don't have your damage ability anymore. And recognize that Rocket actually kind of demolishes Dino. If Dino doesn't have his abilities and he doesn't have support, this is terrifying. Rocket does so much damage, right? So we try to fight here. We don't realize what's going on, and we die. So when you're playing Diamond, in Diamond, you really need to polish everything together. Cut out the mistakes. Don't press your advantage when you don't have it. Don't go too far. Don't overextend. But also, don't go too passive, right? We made the mistake earlier of playing too passive, dropping back down, and then wasting our abilities. So that's the mistake for Diamond. Polish out your game in all its entirety. For the next one, and for all of these here on out, they kind of bleed into each other. So that was the mistake for like all of Diamond and kind of like low GM combined. So now we're going to split it into, this is now going to be low GM, high Diamond. This is going to be low GM, right? So this, let's see. Let's jump forward and let me bring up. Yeah. So in low GM, one of the common mistakes that we need to fix, and I'm going to show you an example of it actually working well, is identifying the problem and attacking it, right? So this is like adjusting, understanding what's going on. So right here, we're attacking and we're trying to deal with the tanks, right? We're forcing the Thor out, we're forcing the Hulk out. And when we do that, as we're doing that, Iron Man just kind of shreds our whole backline. We're already down one. Iron Man gets another kill and another kill. He just kills everybody. So here it's like, all right, you know, we're not in Diamond anymore. We're going to back out. We're going to realize this is a lost fight. We're going to jump in just for a second because we're Hulk. Jump back out. We're still regrouping, right? Now we're going to adjust strategy. We push the tanks back. Now let's go for the flyers. We're going to start identifying like what's going on. Now we push the flyers, right? And Iron Man is now going to be forced on us. If Iron Man's forced on us, he's not dealing with our team. And as our team is now free, they actually get 2 picks, okay? And we don't push too far. We back up. And there we go. We identify what is the problem. Now this is a very quick example. But this could be any range of things, right? This could be realizing that, like, there's a BP in our backline. Maybe I should deal with that. You don't have to automatically switch to thing, but, you know, adjust your play style. See what's going on. See why your team isn't winning and adjust. Now, that also goes into high GM. High GM, we're also going to throw in win conditions, okay? So, if your win condition is killing a specific support on the enemy team and adjusting, that is going to go a long, long way. So, right here, we're actually going to watch the Luna on green team. We're going to watch them absolutely demolish the enemy team, okay? She's playing safe. She has her snowflake. She's checking front to back. BP dives, gets frozen, and gets killed handily, right? Now, Spidey is trying to dive our Punisher here. And our Luna does a great job of pushing him off, healing the Punisher, getting out. Now Venom comes in. Not that big of a deal. Venom's a tickle monster, and then we get out. So red team now needs to adjust their playstyle and realize, like, this Luna is a problem. It's not going to work if we do this. So now here comes Spidey, one-on-one, tries to get a pick, gets frozen, gets killed. This Luna's a problem. So now we're going to target this. Now red team is going to be like, all right, guys, this ain't working. Let's figure something out. And we're going to see. They come up with a plan. We're going to push our team back. BP, not on board. Be about here, I think. When does this happen? Right here. This is where we get on board. Now we adjust, right? This is really what separates people who can stay in GM from people who float out. Is let's come up with a plan, let's adjust, and let's figure out our win condition. Right here. Now the Venom's going to communicate. Here we are. Both Venom and Spidey team up, and they do it at the proper time. We wait till our team is engaged. The Luna is kind of distracted. She's off on her team, and her team can't peel for her instantly. Now we calm, we group, and then boom, both Spidey and Venom jump on them together, get the kill. Now we join in with the team and push together, right? It's these simple things that, like, really make a huge difference in staying in GM and getting to high GM versus just floating between Diamond GM border, okay? Now let's jump over to Celestial. Celestial, this is where, and this is going to be a GM game because it was easier to find, I believe. This is where, if you want to get to Celestial and, like, really make the push, a couple things need to happen. First, you need to really hammer down on those win conditions and start making plays. So right here, we're going to see our team make a really good play. I think it's 4 minutes in. Right here. It's kind of a fight where we don't know exactly what's going on. It's a little bit split, but our Moon Knight is going to come with our Groot duo, and we're going to use a bunch of abilities on attack to secure the point. And the Phoenix is going to jump in as well, right? So we're just going to see the payload is close to capping, so we don't mind using a lot of ults, and we're going to calm, and we're going to kill things through their support ults, okay? This is like just the classic example. Groot sees, here we have, there's two supports. Boom, they ult. We ult it together. Phoenix comes in and ults, and there it is. The other thing I want to add into this, in Celestial, is the thing that really separates Celestial from, like, One Above All is just how fast things react, right? So, if you've heard Flats talk, he talks about this a lot, but, like, the same things happen in, like, low elo as they do in high. They just happen a lot faster in high elo. So for high elo, the difference between, like, a Celestial and, like, an Eternity One Above All is really just the speed at which things happen. I have a good VOD to show this, but you'll be watching, like, a tank or, like, a Magneto or somebody like this, and they will be walking forward because they have an advantage, and the second the situation changes, right? There's a positional change. Somebody is now on the flank and they're uncontested and they have really good pressure. The second that happens, back up, right? The second we have an advantage, boom, press the advantage and take it all the way. And everybody does that as a team. That's the thing that really separates like Celestial from Eternity and One Above All, is like recognizing that advantage and pushing it and not being wrong on that advantage. So those are general tips from anything from bronze all the way to GM. Now, I also wanted to throw in here just some general bad habits that happen at any elo. At any elo, all egos, the big problem is ego. Like, it's okay to lose a fight. Don't go sit and spawn after you lose 2 fights, okay? Don't assume that everybody else is the problem. Assume that you are the problem, and what that does is that puts the game back in your hands, right? If you get rid of the ego and you say, man, I didn't play well, let me adjust my play style. That didn't work, let me adjust my character. That didn't work, let me adjust my positioning, right? If you are self-critical and you adjust, you take the game into your hands, that's going to help you so much more. So that's a common mistake you literally see. I've seen bronze players with egos, I've seen diamond players with egos, and I've seen celestial players with egos, and it's never good. Don't have an ego. The next thing is staying on cart. This happens in every elo. Don't fight on cart if you don't have to. So a common example here, since we're here, is what'll happen is the attacking team will win a fight in this area, okay? They'll win a fight here. And what you should do is, if you win a fight in this area, let me just jump over here so there's nobody there. So you win a fight here, you do not put 3 people on cart, okay? Pretty much every map in the game, you're going to want to maybe leave 1 person on cart, ideally like a DPS or a long-range support. And you're going to have your tanks and your DPS, they're going to push all the way up to a very advantageous position, okay? I'm going to say it like that specifically because we don't want to push into spawn. We don't want to push forever. We just want to push to an advantageous position where we have cover and we can put the enemy team into a chokehold, right? So coming out of this spot right here is very difficult for the defending team. So if you have your team set up here in a good position where they have cover and they can retreat, sometimes here if they're a mobile DPS, sometimes here on high ground, sometimes here. You're not pushing into their spawn, right? And you have everybody here helping. And then if they push out of here, now you just back up to the cart, okay? So don't stay on cart. I have a full video about this showing all the examples. The next thing, pushing too far, that goes hand in hand, right? We're not pushing all the way past this point because once we get back in here, we can't actually hold this door, right? We can't hold this. We're going to get attacked from 2 angles. And we're going to cut ourselves off from our healing. There's no way a healer can survive in here anyway. So this is pushing too far. The next thing is not portaling. If you died first point, or let's say you died here, right? You died here and you are a support player. You're the first to die and it's overtime and the cart is in exactly this position. You need to portal. I don't care if you're support. I don't care if you're a DPS. I don't care if you're a tank who doesn't play strange. You need a portal. And when you portal, you need to calm. I'm portaling, somebody else go support, right? That can save so many games, like the amount of games it can save. And while we're on the topic, the next thing I want to talk about is bad portals. A lot of people will portal and they'll come up here and they'll put a portal like this. The portal will be looking down at point. What does this look like from the enemy team? Let's just say red team is here and they portal. It's just like a gift. A bunch of like just free supports floating down right into the sharks. Like, don't do this. When you're gonna portal, the couple things to keep in mind. Do you need to touch point immediately, right? If you have no time, just get it there as fast as possible. If you do have time, you need to set up this portal to where the whole enemy team doesn't see directly into your spawn. You want to set it to where you can use the portal as a wall to protect your team. And the most important thing is you give your team safe area to walk into, okay? So let's say red team is defending this and green team is trying to portal here. A decent portal would be right here, right? You cut off, you literally build a wall right here. It cuts off this team. Your team can walk out and start taking advantageous positions here. Another portal is on high ground. If you're going to do high ground, don't put it right here, and then you're going to have the same situation where your team is just going to walk off a cliff into the enemy team, and it's going to cause chaos. Do it back here on the safety. Now your team can walk out safely, take high ground, take advantageous positions. The tanks can drop down and contest point if they need to, and it's going to work a lot better. The last common mistake I see at all elos is bad comms. So a lot of the times people say like, bro, get off that character. This isn't working. So no, you want to be very specific. Hey, Spider-Man is diving the backline. And then sometimes the answer to that is, hey, the supports are isolating yourself. So if you're going to calm that, and let's say you're playing Thing and you're trying to peel for an invisible woman, but she keeps running away, just be like, hey, I want to protect you. Come stand near me and I'll peel for you, right? Those are good comms. Keep it positive. Keep it short. Keep it specific, right? Another good comm would be something like Spider-Man has ult. Invisible woman, no jump, right? White Fox, no TP. Those are great comms. They're short. They give information. They don't tell your teammates what to do. It's just information, and they can use it or they can disregard it, right? So those are general tips for all elos, and some tips per elo to help you push through the ranked ladder. So anyway, that's it for this YouTube video. I hope it helps. Leave a comment for anything I'm sure I missed. There's tons of helpful tips for each one. Take care. God bless. Catch you guys next time. Bye. Very nice. All right, so there's the rant. Done. Hope it went well. It's a little goofy, but we got through it. Welcome back, Firelord. All right. No mistakes in each rank. Did I miss the announcement of changes? No. So we're about to do that right now. So we're going to do a big channel update. We're going to do that right now. But it doesn't look like anybody's here. So
I can store gamma energy.
I wanted to do it when everybody was here, but I guess I mistimed it. You see. A game I had earlier was I was the win condition for our team and told my team I was getting hard focused with the enemy DPS, so my supports actually worked together to keep me alive and ended up winning. Yo, base! Good stuff, Omen. Good recognition and good comms. Great. All right, I think I'm just gonna go for it. I think I'm just gonna give the life update.
There's gonna be a fight.
All right, let's get this off the screen. Hello, everybody. So this is gonna be a bit different video. We're just going to do a little channel update. So I'm not sure how in detail I want to get, but basically some things in my life are going to be changing. For a very long time I was very sick. I was like straight up disabled. I have changed a lot of things in my life. I have cut out processed food and done a lot. So now I am so blessed because I can walk around and I can do things again. And part of doing things again is also starting to work again. I have just cleared my last medical condition without going into too much detail. And so now I'm free to work again. I'm in the process of becoming an air traffic controller. I'm in hopefully the last steps to getting into the training facility. And so things are going to be changing. At the same time, I also have a young kiddo, and today is her last day of school. And so the way that my life has worked for the past couple of years is I've basically just been stay at home, take care of my health, take care of my family, take care of my daughter, stuff like that. Now, things are going to be changing. I have been streaming while kiddo's at school. And then when she's at home, I obviously take care of her and take care of the house and all that stuff. So since she's going to be home for summer break, streams are kind of going to be put away for now. I'm not really too certain on what it's going to look like. I don't know what free time I'm going to have. I still haven't gotten all of the answers back of like when I'm going to work, where I'm going to work, what the schedule is going to look like. There's so many uncertainties right now, but I do want to give you guys a heads up. Regular Monday through Friday streaming is basically going to be completely halted. I might still be able to find times on a random Sunday, and I'll make that more of a priority to be able to stream on Sunday. And for those streams, we'll probably focus on entertainment stuff. So Guess the Rank, Am I the Problem, maybe rants, stuff like that. And then during the week, I might try to stream at night. And I will definitely, at the very least, try to do offline VOD reviews. If you still post in the Discord, I will get to as many as I possibly can. But yeah, this has been a big change for me upcoming. I'm a little nervous. I haven't worked in like 5 years. Coming up on 6 now. It's been quite a while. So I really would like to just keep doing coaching and stream and do stuff full time. So we'll see. There will probably be another channel update, hopefully in the coming weeks when I get a firm offer letter after I move and all that good stuff, if I have time to adjust things again. But yeah, today is going to be the last regular stream of summer. So yeah, there's the channel update. Maybe eventually I'll go into what actually happened, like with all the details. I'll go into the full background. Quite a long story, but for today, that's the update. So pay attention to the main channel, second channel, always hang out in Discord. At the same time, we're also going to be upping a little bit of the community VOD reviews. So a lot of members of our community have been here for so much. They've been here for so much that they actually can give decent VOD reviews on their own. They're also always willing to help. Don't be afraid to ask for advice and things like that. Specific characters. Notice, your mileage may vary. It's not going to be as consistent as when I was here, but I will do my best to still give advice and be there. So, anyway, that's the channel update. If you have any questions, let me know. Take care. God bless. Catch you guys later. Bye. Oh, there it is. That's the channel update. I have no idea what it's gonna look like. We'll upload it and send it around. I'll probably at everybody, so sorry to Omen and Firelord and anybody else who's here who actually watched it live, but I will at you again with the video later. Sorry. Life be like that. Yeah. So that's how it goes. Now, we can go do a VOD review, I suppose. Let's go do Autism's VOD review. We have Spidey DPS pool for GM2. We have 3 VOD reviews. Hopefully we can get them done real quickly. I don't know how much time I have left for today. So, Fingers crossed. Kind of, yeah. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another VOD review. This is going to be a GM2 DPS VOD review. We have Spider-Man and DPS pool. They say, I know both of these heroes are more micro-based, but I'm sure my macro could use a lot of work here. So, yeah, you hit the nail on the head. I'm not going to comment too much on the micro. I will point out things, but you probably have played more on these characters than I do. I will just point out macro things. To start with, we're late. Please don't do this. Try not to be late. It helps a ton if you're actually there when the game starts. You're missing out on ult charge. You're missing out on pressure. You're missing out on helping your supports. Now, would this save your Luna from being out in the front? No. But it's good to know. Hey, luckily, Rocket's broken. Make it rezzed. Okay, so I'm guessing you're playing DPS pool as like a hard diver VP style thing, like Spider-Man style.
I'll take this. Mostly so that someone else can.
Nice.
Thank goodness this book has pictures.
Yeah, I don't like this. So if we look at the pros and cons of this playstyle, right? The pros is it's very efficient to like just kill a support, right? You don't give the enemy team much ult charge because you're not getting, you know, junk damage. And you get a pick early. Though that can be great. The cons is you leave your team alone for a long time. So this can only work if you get into the proper positions like quickly. So that means you have to be active when the match starts. You have to be in position as often as possible. You have to be properly planning your pathing. Okay? So because of all of that, we're not efficient enough. So by the time we get the kill, our whole team is dead. Like completely. So this would have been better if you just like were hanging out with your team. The other thing is just let it go, dude. Let it go. Your whole team is dead. Now you're gonna stagger yourself. Oh.
Gee, thanks, healing factor. Now
No
I've gotta
bueno.
fight these losers again.
There's still a chance to stop them.
All right. Now we have a huge advantage. We're fighting as a team. Very nice. Cut.
You owe me one. You stopped them in their tracks. See them? Right there. I like the cold.
I don't mind this as much, but there's a ticking timer. You got to start doing something. Okay, nice. Oh. Not terrible. I don't mind this engage. It was a little slow, but I think it's fine.
Book has pictures.
Uh-oh. It's your team. Good. Oh, DPS will do so much damage. Nice. Good picture.
A game within a game. How meta.
It's that whole engage just went so much better because of the two changes, right? You were set up, you were ready to go, And then when it was time to get out, you got out. You got out, you got a health pack, you regrouped with your team. So much better.
You stopped them in their tracks. Only 60 seconds left.
Okay. We have an advantage. All right. If you're going to click back into the game, I suggest right click. It doesn't work for Deadpool. Middle click? You can click mouse wheel, but that won't give your position away, right? Usually right click won't do anything. Try right click on Deadpool. I'm actually curious. In fact, I'm so curious, we're gonna go check this out. I want to know. Just right click if you right click back in. So that was definitely an alt tab. This is a super micro, like min maxing thing if you're gonna alt tab, but you know, good to know. So if now I'm alt tabbed, right? I'm moving my mouse and I'm clicking my mouse. Nothing's happening. Now I'm going to click here and then you accidentally shoot, right? So now if you right click and you click it twice, kind of the same effect. Probably worse because then you use that. What if you middle click? Does middle click work?
Take this loser out, would ya?
Middle click works. So click your mouse wheel. When you're done alt tabbing, click your mouse wheel. That's the way to do it. Just swap to Linux. Well, I mean, that's one way to do it. We're talking workarounds here. All right. I think we're past this point. We already watched this one. Yeah, we watched this one. We were at 6 minutes. I have a better solution. Don't alt tab. Yeah. I mean, really, we got to be locked in. Get out. Ooh. All right. Why did this engagement go wrong? Let's go back. Are we too slow? Yeah, our white fox is already dead. I mean, there's not too much you can do about that, honestly. Because you don't want to rush your engages, then get surrounded. But you also don't want to wait too long. So I wouldn't say that's quite on you. Here you kind of have to int for it, or... Yeah, I would say your only win condition here, if we're really, like, trying to figure out what you could possibly do if we theorycraft, I think your only option here is to just int. And, like, try to die and get the kill. Because you're already down a support. I really hesitate to tell you to int more, though. That's scary. Your team cleans up. Don't apply that broad, by the way. Please do not apply that to everything. Just that one micro situation. That was your only option. Please upgrade. Please upgrade. Please upgrade. Oh! Hate to say it, but if you sat here on the roof and upgraded, you wouldn't die to this. Ay, ay, ay. Sound on, homie. Upgrade is bugged in replay VODs? Oh, good to know. Okay. Maybe you did upgrade. Good lord. I love that you switched to Strange to try a portal. Let's go.
Does a Lord Icon do bonus damage?
You just keep saying upgrade? Okay. That's really annoying. Thank you, Pika. Now I'm sus. Oh, hello. Hello. Bro, Luna's crazy. All right. What could we have done differently? We get the pick. Then we see a Luna in our back line. I mean, yeah, Comet, I guess. Good lord.
Guess that makes me un-Deadpool.
He definitely has the upgrade. Please upgrade. This is a great time to upgrade. Just sit here.
Oh yeah, baby, that's the good stuff.
He definitely has it this time. That one's not bugged. Eh? Alright, they have a ult going on. Oh, got you, Omen. So this is something I like to do. I think there might be an opportunity here. There is. But what is their team comp? Am I looking at this correctly? Okay, they're on triple support. I was going crazy for half a second there. Okay, so sometimes there's an opportunity here for you to get left behind in a good way. Okay, so when the enemy team has like an aggressive support ult, a lot of the times somebody gets left behind and you get ignored. So here, what I like to do is look for the opportunity to find the straggler, okay? Which in this case, there's two. And go attack these people. And what will happen is you can split attention away. You can maybe get a kill. And you can, like, relieve some pressure. There's opportunities for it. If you're going to do it, though, the person that you're going to do it to is, you know, Invis or Luna, not Emma. Nice. A mosquito just like flew under my nose. Goodness. Okay, now it's bugged.
Down to 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, baby, that's the good stuff.
Jeez, dude. DPS pulled us so much damage.
Still a chance to stop.
I think you did fine there. I think your team really let you down.
You'll have to keep fighting until we.
I do want to say this is something that, like, you're going to know better than I am, but be in a position where you can get out. Here, I think your only escape was double jump dash to here, which is not terrible, but there's a high likelihood of that failing. So anytime you're in, like, tight quarters, just be careful that you don't get trapped. Nice. Okay, here's a straggler. Get her. Yes. Love it. I don't mind this at all whatsoever. You literally killed the Emma by doing this. And you traded with an Emma. That's great. And the Strange. You got both tanks by doing that. I don't mind that at all. Worthy trade. And you guys get the point. Fantastic. Okay, now we're on Spidey.
The truth is, I can do some amazing stuff. I should enjoy this more.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Ooh, nice. Oh. I didn't know that worked like that. Yo, that's actually sick. I learned a micro thing here. So if you put, just for anybody who didn't know, he puts the web tracer, spider tracer on the Loki, and then the Loki switches and it stays on the right one. That's actually broken. What?
Oh, you went down pretty pretty hard.
Now get out. Are you going for the spawn camp or cancel portal or something? He's not there anymore. There. And she used diamond form. Oh no. Oh, this is rude. Call me. That's so brutal. Okay. I hate you for this, but good job. I hate that so much. Footsteps, footsteps, footsteps. Oh, get the kill. Nice. Get out. Thing now. Stay up, stay up. Okay. You guys lose this game? How do we lose this game? What's up, Caesar? You have ult, and you guys have so much momentum. How do you lose this game? Good try.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Watch out, they're headed our way. Crack the whip.
Thanks. Whoa! Okay. We just have to watch this. At this point, I'm just enjoying the game. Because you're just, like, chilling. How do you guys lose this? Okay, please. Dude, come on. That's bad. All right, finally a mistake. Literally, stand still, homie. Just realize, understand that you have, like, one of the smallest hitbox in the game, and you move faster than anybody in the game. Like, just stand still for half a second and let your supports heal you. Like, yes, I know that there's an Elsa, but there's a smart way to stand still. Here, just stand still for half a second. You do it here. Like, hey, don't go in with half health. Hey, get the ult. Get 2 kills. Get out. Okay. Hey? Why? Oh, there's no reason to go in. You don't need to tell for me to tell you this. This is why I was scared to say int more. Because, like, I know that's one of your problems. Of all the characters to int towards a, like, almost full health thing, because when you saw him, he was basically full health, right? Like, this is really bad. This is really bad. Oh, now we're... It's all downhill from here, isn't it? You guys are just crushing.
Now's the time to hit.
I'm hit. Cover me.
Ace. Oh, good.
Better than Aunt May's chicken soup.
Okay, so here, in a situation like this, where you dove in, right? You try to get the kill on the Loki, and then you have Emma peeling and Mantis peeling, and then the Loki looking at you, and you get out, right? This is a common situation that divers find themselves in. They're like, all right, I escaped. Wait. When you get out, assess the situation. Take half a second to look backwards and see what's going on. Then make a decision. I don't like that you just dove straight back in here. Because you didn't look at your team.
Your powers are mine!
We are undefeatable.
Now, you make the correct decision anyway.
They're headed our way.
Oh! Sometimes be careful of using your uppercut because you can actually save them. I'm pretty sure he got slept anyway, but wasn't the case here. But just be careful of that. I've had that happen to me where I'm trying to kill somebody and then Spidey picks him up and then they take way less damage for a couple seconds, they live. I gotta add the caveat. You're better at Spider-Man Micro than I am. But here I would definitely be looking to pull Mantis or the Mantis clone off the map because they're not CC immune. You can pull them. You can just cancel out Mantis ult by pulling them off the map.
I can be more reckless now.
Okay, he looked for it. I like that. Alright, now what's the situation? We're down Cloak. We do have a support ult. We're down 1. No, we got out Loki runes. Another one you can pull off the map. Okay, you felt like you didn't have enough health. That's fair. Oh, unfortunate.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
Yeah, no kidding.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Oh, let's do some more theory crafting. Let's look at the situation, right? We lost our thing. I think they lose somebody else right here, right? We have a support ult going on. They lose their thing. They use Loki runes and Diamond Form. We lose our Luna. Well, what's the ult tracking look like? I mean, we're coming up on quite a few ults. You don't really have anybody to combo with. Maybe Thing. There's an argument here to hold it and like work with your team. Try to combo ults, work together. Instead of like using it in kind of like a scrappy fight, what I would call, where it's not really clear who has advantage right now. But then again, you're also trying to use it to gain the advantage. But unfortunately, this Emma just kicked both of your supports off the map.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
That happens. Now you gotta get out. Just get out, please. Just get out, please.
Spider Sling! There they go!
Alright. Fair enough.
Pep in my step.
If you can make it work, make it work. Too early. Too early. That's why it's too early. You're just too early. Right here, if we're looking, just take a second to look at your team, right? Our Thor is still basically in spawn. Our Cloak is still basically in spawn. And these three are not engaged yet. What... I know you know this, but I just want to make it very clear. Spider-Man comes in, right? And because we're not fully engaged, all three of these people have no problem just turning around and like dealing with you. Healing the Loki. Thing even runs back with use runes. Everybody just pulls back. And your team is not here to actually take advantage of. Now, if all of that same things happened and they were already here, the value just goes up like crazy. So pay attention to your team. Oh, that sucks. Hey! Nice. Okay, she has no abilities. Go in. Get the kill. Lovely. How do you lose this? How do you lose this? Duh, stay away from... Don't in! Get out! Get back out! Fair enough. That... What ults do they have? They used Loki White Fox ult? Loki cloak ult. Gotcha. Oh, unfortunate. Almost got the kill here. Pulling attention. Okay, we trade white foxes. Something you can do as well with Mantis, you can just get her away from her team. Even for a couple of seconds, it can be helpful. Please don't rush this. Please don't rush this.
Put some pep in my step.
Here we touch. I don't know, man. This is a tough one. I feel like you played okay.
Back in the swing of things.
I feel like you played okay. I think at the end there, you just weren't able to secure any kills. Like this whole fight, it felt like we just weren't able to do anything. Well, let's watch it back and see if there's anything we can do. Was it a target priority thing? We were looking at White Fox. White Fox TP's away. We look at Loki. Loki TP's away. We look at Mantis. Mantis ults. Triple support works, man. Oh, and then he gets tenacity. I'm sorry, man. This was just really unclear to me. You were getting value until literally the very end. I don't know if this game is winnable. So let's theory craft. I think we could have tried a little bit more to peel, as weird as that sounds. There was quite a few times where your supports would just die randomly. And if you were in that area, maybe you could have pulled the Emma off of them, or the Elsa, or whatever that was actually killing them. Maybe try paying attention to that. But other than that, man, like, you played well. And, like, came down to, like, playmaking at the very end. I think also, one thing I can say is when we switch targets from support to support, it's actually bad. I know you're kind of hitting what's available, right? So let's watch here. All right, we're looking at the cloak, the Loki, really. Now we're going for the Mantis. Now we're going for the Loki again. He TP's away. I think the best option you have here, assuming that the Elsa isn't on you, is to keep going for the Loki, right? Because we know the Loki has already used his TP and probably his invisibility. I think that's kind of what you do anyway. Yeah, I mean, you go for the Loki. So maybe the answer then would be to pick a different one, right? If Loki has too many evasive cooldowns, maybe pick the one that doesn't. Something that I've noticed, and somebody else said, I think it's like Shiro or somebody else, White Foxes are usually pretty scaredy cats. They're timid, right? So if you hit them with anything, they're likely to just TP away. And then, you know, that's a 12-second cooldown. So I would try to put your hand towards picking the right target. Whichever support in the triple support team up lineup has the least amount of, like, defensive cooldowns. So ideally it would be Mantis, but she did have ult. So let's see if we could see Mantis at any point. It could even be said, like, if you can't find Mantis, take a second out of the fight to look for Mantis. Find her. So there's Mantis. We go for her. We stay away from them in diamond form. I love that. And then we switch back to Loki. Like the whole time we could be attacking Mantis. That's tough, man.
Feeling good.
Down to 30 seconds.
I've ult this whole time.
I'm hit.
Are we ult tracking? If we're ult tracking, we know Mantis hasn't used our ult yet. Granted, it's a lot tougher to ult track when Loki's there, but I think, well, Loki used the ult on Cloak, so you should know Mantis has ult. So yeah, Mantis should 100% be your target here, right? Because she's the last support who has an ult. So you either need to kill her so she can't ult, or force it out early when she's away from her team.
I am here. Our enemies
And she's just chilling this whole fight. So I think it maybe comes down to like target priority is the only thing you can adjust here. Outside of micro adjustments that I'm not going to be able to pick out as a tank player. So yeah, I mean, that's what I would say at the end there. Watch your target priority. Try to link your target priority with your like value. If you're noticing you're not getting value, like you have one of these fights where it's just like, man, I can't get anything done. Maybe I just adjust my target priority. So anyway, that's it for this VOD review. I hope it helps. Good luck. Losing games like this sucks. I think you played fine. So take care. God bless. Catch you next time. Bye. Oh, I'm sad they lost that. That was awful. And yeah, Caesar, it always leads to triple support. You're so right. DP. Welcome back, Itbend. How's it going? Let's say easiest target. There we go. Speaking of will you get bend, let's do your VOD review. Perfect timing. Actually, get Ben, we'll do yours offline. We'll do yours next, because I want to try something different. If you don't mind. Is that cool? If we do that off stream? I want to do something that I helped Churro with, and that maybe it'll help you. In a situation like that against competent triple support, would you recommend forcing Spidey, assuming that was your main, or swapping to a different DPS that might output more damage into that? I mean, it really just comes down to whether or not you think you can get value. Because, like, they were triple support for most of that game, and he was still able to get value. He was pulling people off and pulling people away. So, if you can still get that value, then stick with it. Once you start running into a wall, it's like something needs to change. How come? Because I want to do a VOD review where you are in control to see where your thinking's at. But I can't really... I would have to give you control, then watch you Discord stream yourself, but I can't really do that on stream. That's how like Discord and streaming works. Does that make sense? So we'll do this one real quick, and then we'll jump offline and do yours. No, I wanna try this. I think it'll help me get a gauge of like where your thinking's at. I'm gonna try that. As long as you have time. If you don't have time, we can do this. We can jump offline, do that right now, and then I can do this VOD review another time. Either way works. Sure. I have 2 hours at least. Okay, yeah, I can. This one is maybe like 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes. Probably shorter than that, but we'll see. I'm good. Why is Pika in diamond? What? I'll be around? Sounds good, Kippen. I'll like at you or something, and we can go into a sounds good. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We have another Deadpool VOD today. This is going to be, I think, tank pool, but they might also play DPS pool. They say, this game I have is a game where I kept getting blamed for shooting the enemy supports and not the tanks. Interesting. But I've also started questioning if tank pool is still even good without the team coordination. Also, I mainly want to look on how I position, target priority, and anything but aim. Oh, gotcha. All right, so
It's Deadpool time, kiddos.
let's see what's going on.
A nice deep freeze.
So we're already using our abilities like way too early, I've noticed. The shield is a 12-second cooldown. It's a very, very long cooldown. And your, what, Deadpool in your area, your shoot faster, is also a decently long cooldown. Because it lasts for 5 or 6 seconds, and then it's a 12-second cooldown. And we kind of blow it before the team is here. Now I think would be a better time to use it, now that there's more targets to shoot, and we've already blown both of them. It's also not the worst in the world because it's the very start of the match, so not the worst thing. So this is not really the way that I see people use this shield for. It doesn't have much health. I think it's like 400 health, maybe even 500. And for how big it is, that's a tiny, tiny amount, right? Like, people accidentally hit this shield all the time. Like, think about Emma's shield. It's just right here, and it's only one-dimensional. Or I guess two-dimensional, sure. Whereas this is all three, and it soaks up a huge area, and that's why it gets, like, popped just absolutely instantly. So I don't like your shield usage so far. I'd rather you use it in an emergency situation to block an ult or to secure a kill. A lot of the time, securing a kill is going to be the way to go. Then same with this one. We're just kind of using it for whatever reason. That's a better shield. That's exactly what Omen's talking about. Using it to protect teammates. I don't mind this shield. You throw it towards your Thor. He doesn't take advantage of it, but you try. That's a good shield. Oh. 300 base, 400 without. Thank you, Caesar. I don't mind that ult. I think we really need some momentum to slow some people down. Unfortunate. A little slow on the shield. It might have helped. What just happened? Hang on. That's not on you. All right, let's go back a little bit. Let's go back to here. Now, we're down our Thor. And Reed is not paying attention. So the second Reed dies here and we use our shield, your only option... Oh my Lanta, that was... Duh! Your only option is to actually just get all the way out. You need to realize that you're a tank. These people are going to follow you, subconsciously or not. And if they don't, they're dead anyway. So just get all the way back out to here, especially on this map. So that's the only thing you could have done here. Stay alive, is just recognize this fight is over, especially now. And don't walk forward at all. And hope that gets your dumb Luna back to cover. How dare you, Omen? Especially on this map. This map is so hard to recontest. Yeah, that's... Throwing a Deadpool shield into a Moon Knight ult. You should have just thrown it off the cliff. Oh, that's unfortunate. Ah! This is knowing your counters. Whenever Thing is in the game, try to make a mental note, right? Thing is in the game. And so then this type of situation doesn't happen where you're like, oh, I can't jump. And then you know immediately, I can't jump because I'm in the thing. And so you have to walk out instead of like trying it again like you did. Make a mental note of it. Oh, get to your Luna. Get to your Luna. Good. So this is a target priority thing, but also I'm not sure how much damage Deadpool does. So I don't. If you're playing DPS pool here, 100%, you just need to be jumping a squishy. Like just kill the Moon Knight. These are too far away, and so you're on tank, so you need to stay close. But like you need to be killing the squishies here. Absolutely. Just stick with one. Yeah. We are just trying to, like, stall. That's tough.
You can't handle the cute.
It's one of Moon Knight's ults.
Oh! Interesting. Mental note. Back out, back out, back out. That's a fair point, Caesar, for the end of last point. I can see that. Jeez, you guys are just always on the defensive. Granted, you're on defense. It makes sense. Oh, this Jeff has no idea where it is. Oh. Your whole team is dead. Uh-oh. What's the plan here? What's the plan? Oh, Wylanta. Okay. That I don't know, Omen. I have no idea. All right, you're. I'm okay with this. If you made it work, you made it work. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Be careful of this whole scenario, though. The only reason this worked is because A, only 2 people came after you, and they came after you separately. And B, your team, when they started coming at you, after you, was already respawned and like here, right? So It ended up working in your favor. Just make sure you take those things into account. Yeah, I'm not sure on that Omen and Caesar. Like that's for a different person. I would watch somebody who plays tank pool consistently. This is a at this point, like, you got to stop dumping resources into Reed. Like, Reed has consistently shown that he's going to int and die no matter what. So just let it go and save your shield for somebody who matters. Somebody who's actually, like, you're capable of saving. Oh, that's tough to watch. So I know you said not to mention accuracy, but I do want to mention, I just want to make sure, before every time you play ranked, you jump into the practice range, you set the bots on moving very fast, and you practice for a good 5 minutes. Like, that really can make a huge difference. Oh, if you can find her. Oh, get the kill. Get the kill, get the kill, get the kill. Ah! Bro, DPS pool sucks. Or tank pool. If you were a DPS pool here, they're both 100% dead. That's insane. Good lord. Okay, are they on triple support? They are. So in general, I like this idea here. You're taking 2 supports out of the fight for one tank, right? Ideally, that's a pretty good trade. The timing doesn't quite work in your favor. But at the same time, they're playing triple support. So I don't mind it happening right now. But now we gotta adjust, right? Now we gotta be thinking in our brain, okay, I distracted 2 supports for a very long time and my team still lost. So that's not going to work as a strategy moving forward. You bought the upgrade first before nerfs because of the damage acceleration? Yeah. I mean, that logic sounds solid, Omen, but I don't know the numbers. Oh, that's an ult. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, we're lucky. Get back to your team. You can't accomplish anything here. Nice. So I want to make a couple points. We haven't really talked too much about this map, but this map is like riddled with terrible places to position. Okay, one terrible position here. A lot of people like to play here. Don't play here. Play on high ground. Play back here. Play on this corner sometimes if you're a longer range person, or play up here. Okay, avoid this. And this is kind of the same. This is kind of the same area, right? This is just a terrible place to position. Here, you can kind of get away with it for a little bit, but be ready to back up. Here is kind of iffy. Do not play over here unless you have to. And then, like, back here is fine. So, I just needed to throw that out there. Nice. Gun's E and gun ult feel so anemic now. All right, let's back up here. We're using the good side of cart. I don't mind this. Or is dead. He's walking back. Thing ults our backline. We turn around, throw a shield. Good. That's not on you. Okay. Just had to check real quick. Yeah, you did get flamed for not shooting the tanks. You're not stopping that. Yeah, go for it. Just get the kill. Get the kill. Get the kill. Bro, you got practice accuracy. Oh, and they support ult. Wow. Okay, Dyer, get out here. Your supports died.
I'm back. Guess that
Oh,
makes me
interesting.
fun, Deadpool.
I haven't heard that take before, Caesar, but I also try to forget that Deadpool's in the game. Bad shield. Nice. Not a terrible shield, but also not great value. And then the shield over here could have helped. A lot of the times when I'm playing Hulk, maybe this isn't applicable to Deadpool, but it is something I like to do, is I'll just occasionally jump back and bubble my supports. You just jump back, bubble them, and then go back to what you're doing. I feel like Tank Pool could do that a little bit as well. So, might be worth incorporating if you want to just, if you're feeling the itch to throw a shield, throw it this way. Throw it towards your supports. Because your shields are really just not helping. Oh, nice. Okay. I don't think this picture's worth it. I think if we're reading the situation properly, this is a 5v4. It'd be better to just pick the person who's easiest to kill. But that's really tough to see mid-game, so I don't blame him. Ay. This is super not worth it. That's super not worth it. Bro, why did that Jeff just not touch point? Oh no! No! Oh, that's so bad. Something happened to your controller? Like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm really not. I want to try to help you. Cause like you're in Diamond. You've been in Celestial, no? Like maybe something happened to one of your controllers. Good lord. And they C9. That's crazy. Yeah, you gotta hit that. You gotta start hitting stuff like that. Let's see. Tankpo can easily do that. A shield that kind of sucks can save a support from using a valuable cooldown. Yeah, I mean, 300 health to a tank is nothing. Like, taking tank damage in this area is like... Actually, this is a decent enough use of it. Not amazing, but it's like decent. But like, if you're standing here and you're taking damage from all of these people, that's going to pop instantly. But if you're like off to the side, that's 300 health can help a lot. Don't mind this. We force the Venom up here. Oh. Here, what you want to do is pay attention to two things. First, cut yourself off to from line of sight of the enemy team and force the other person to do the same, right? Force them out. And then second, pay attention to your health bar, because you do have a snowflake here. So like, if you cut yourself off here, back up, and then force them out, I think you could have stayed on that Venom for longer. I don't mind you rotating back out though. Not a great shield. These shields are just really holding you back a lot. That doubles the support's effective HP, where it's half of your health. Yeah, definitely. A really high damage poke tank that can crit and is highly mobile. I think Taple would have been able to run away from Dino or escape his kidnaps while farming damage into Dino's giant head. Yeah. Now that you mention it, I think you guys are totally right. Don't be friendly. This is ranked. Come on. What are we shooting at? Ace? Oh. This is a bit iffy. I think it'd be better. No, kill the person on point. You got a Venom on point. He's half. Okay, not a terrible shield. Go get point. Cat point. Just cat point. My God. Look at the situation here. Before Jeff ult, I'm just in awe. We have green team, 2 supports, 1 tank, 2 tank, 3 supports. 3 supports, 2 tank. Red team, 1 half dead tank, and Thing. And Iron Man. Green team now has Iron Man.
Let's get this game show on the road.
I got nothing. I'm not even gonna say anything. Like, man, bro, just Jeff diff. Guys, is Jeff the ban? Is Jeff the ban this season? I hate Jeff. Nice reactions. Shield doesn't do anything there. Shield only works against ranged targets. So, like, I mean, I guess you're going to block some splash damage for your cloak, but against Thing, kind of iffy. I love this. Kill him. Oh, don't chase an Ultron. So with Ultron, what you want to do is you just want to force him to cover. If you can kill him, great. Once he gets into cover, you stay here because he's going to want to pop back out somewhere, which is exactly what he does. Because if he loses line of sight for, I think it's 5 seconds, all the drones go away and then you cut off his healing. So just like stay here, keep shooting him. Don't chase. Oh. No. Ah! Why did we throw a shield? Oh, you got the kill. Okay. I only got 50 seconds left. Get out. Dire, get out. Time to regroup. Okay, so we just watched something else earlier, and I just want to bring up this point, right? We have Jeff, Ultron, Invis for triple support. You need to pick the easiest person to kill if you're going to go after a triple support and just delete them as fast as possible. If you're going to dive the triple support and go after it. Ultron has proven that he's a bit slippery and hard to deal with as tank pool, right? So you don't quite have the mobility. At this point, you need to change strategies. The Jeff has proven to be hard to hit, but also a heavy hitter. Maybe get some tryout invis, see what's up. God, I hate Jeff. Nice shield dance. Damn. Dude, that Jeff just like won you guys the game. Or won them the game. That's crazy. So, yeah, I mean, target priority is a little off. Whenever, try not to chase down Ultron if he has way more mobility than him, and then track his movement ability. He only has one. After he uses it, it's like really easy to kill him. Pay attention to that. Watch out for your shield. You use your shield so often and for like not good purposes. And then I would just start throwing your shield towards your supports more often. I think that's going to get like way more value than like just randomly on the front line. It's just going to pop. So I think tank pool's also, as they were talking about in chat, like tank pool's in a weird spot. He doesn't do as much damage as he used to. So, I don't know. I'm not the type of person who's going to say like, stop playing that character. They're bad. If you enjoy the character, keep playing them, but be much more careful of like the weaknesses of the character now and try to adjust your playstyle accordingly. That took me a really long time to do with Emma. And then to top it all off, you gotta practice your aim. Like, you have to. I'm sorry, you have to. Check your controller, make sure everything's going right with that, and then double check, do like 4 to 5 minutes of just warming up in the practice range on the bots, on the moving around fast speed bots, not just like the regular ones. So anyway, that's it for this VOD review. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. God bless. Catch you next time. What's up, Paradox? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What do we title this one? Or nerfed Deadpool. Yo! Avendius, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Buzz Diamond Tank Pool. I'm in a game. Do you need me after it? Sure, we can do that. Or I can play a little bit for. Well, no, we should. Are you taking VOD requests? Yes, if you join the Discord. So here, I'll do it for you. Discord. Now, go to the bottom, and there is a VOD review request section. Okay. What do we... Shield as shield? Yeah. I think that's good. I think that's it for today. That's all we had on the docket. So, Avenidus, thank you so much for the follow. I will get to your VOD review offline. I always record these, I upload them to YouTube, and then I send the link in there. So if you look at any of the previous ones that I've done that have, a check mark on them, you'll see the link to the YouTube video, so you don't have to just catch it live. But yeah, I think I'm out of time for today. I'm gonna go get Ben's offline, and we'll see how that goes. So, for those of you who are in and out of the stream, make sure you check out the channel update. I'll upload that VOD or that YouTube video in a little bit. I'll add everybody. Things are changing a little bit, and yeah. Thank you guys so much. I'm not sure when I'll be streaming next. I'll make some time. I'm gonna miss it. Take care. God bless. See you guys next time.